Well, guess we have to talk about it. It's a simple fact, probably more simple than 1 plus 1 equals 2. GTA, the Trilogy Definitive Edition, isn't worth $60. On top of the fact that the games are more glitchy than the original games anyway, and also that they've made the character models look weird. Like, yes, it's kind of on a technical spec, it's technically, but it looks worse. Yeah. And not only that, but I mainly want to talk about the price point. $60 for all three of these games. Now, these are great games. Trust me on that. But $60. Okay, well, technically you can get all three on the PS4 now for $60. So let's see what these are like. Well, San Andreas, a complete full one. Okay, I'm gonna find eBay prices, and this is how much. Okay, so the trilogy, maybe that might be what I want to go with. So that's in total, you can get these games for $25. That's less than half of what these are. You're offering me San Andreas, GTA 3, and Vice City for $60. Now these are good games. The problem is you didn't improve them by much. Now in a perfect world, here's what they would have done. They would have just taken GTA 3, don't do anything to the graphics. Leave them how they were, don't do anything to the game. Put it on modern day consoles, $2 or $10. $10 probably what they'd not do. They'd go for $30 because this is how Rockstar works. And of course, Rockstar, this ain't the first time they've done stuff like this. They're releasing, it was fine for GTA 5 to go to the PS4 and Xbox One. It makes sense. It was a very popular game and one of those last system games on the 360 and PS3. So, kind of makes sense. But now you're re-releasing on the PS5. We could already play it on the PS5. Yes, the PS5 has backwards compatibility for PS4 games. And and if I'm correct, I'll look it up. What is GTA 5 on PS5 gonna cost? Now, if it's $60, oh boy. The price. Okay. So, sorry about the silence. I'm looking around. Okay. Expanded and enhanced my ass. This means we're gonna have 3 generations. I just want to see the price point. I don't think I can find it, but I could definitely tell you for a fact it shouldn't even be $30. GTA 5 is a game that, yes, good. 3 generations now, and you still haven't came out with GTA 6. God. GTA 6 will never come out. It's like Half-Life 3. It will never. Rockstar, I think, is a developer in general that people praise for making amazing games. And I mean, yes, this is true. They've made some fantastic games. San Andreas is a 9 out of 10. GTA 3, 8 out of 10. Vice City, all kinds of GTA games, almost all of them that I've played, are 8 to 9s out of 10s. And then we got Red Dead Redemption at 9 out of 10. They've made some excellent games. Yes, they've made good stories and fun gameplay. Here's the problem, though. Once I beat GTA 5, which I already did, I didn't have anything to do. Yeah, it was fun to maybe drive around for some time, explore the world of it. But the whole city in GTA 5, Los Santos, it seems like a... It just seems like It just seems like a nothing place. It's an open world with nothing to do other than story missions. And once you finish the campaign, that's it. There's nothing else to do. It's an empty open world. Side missions are garbage. It's empty. It's nothing. Same with Red Dead Redemption. Side missions aren't really anything. And also, once I beat that game, there was nothing to do. That's the problem with these games. And going back to replay these games, these ain't short games. So you want me to replay these? Nah. Rockstar's games, when I beat one of their games, first time I'm like, that was fun. I never play it again. That's really how these games work for me. Other than San Andreas. But, yeah, like, I have no need ever again to replay GTA 5, unless it's in years from now. It's weird, because that's not how I feel towards other games. Heck, now I think about it, any game made by Naughty Dog I go back to replay. Last of Us, yep, I went back to finish that again on harder difficulties. Uncharted, I definitely went back to play that on harder difficulties. So, why... I don't know. Maybe because these are games that, yes, it's a good story, but once I hear the story, there's nothing more for me to go back for. I even went back to finish God of War 2019. It's a recent game that, yep, I beat it the first time, I did a lot of things, killed all the Valkyries, and I decided I'll do New Game Plus. I beat the game recently, like, within this month. So, why is Rockstar different? They're also noticeably turning into, well, the whole valve of, you release a game, next game, years from now, GTA 6 would never come out. Think about it, the first GTA game came out in 2013. So it's now been 8 fucking years. We've been waiting 8 years for the sequel for that game. And guess what? We don't even have an initial release date yet, so... What do we do? It's like Valve. Reminds me of them. A high-quality developer. The only problem is they're getting greedier and greedier. Like, you know, GTA 5's online. These shark cards. Yeah, those. That's where they can make all their money, so... They got sloppy this time. They thought, we're making so much money. Let's just re-release those old games. A broken mess. And that's gaming now this year. Companies realizing how much money they make off games. So they release broken messes. Happened with GTA now this year. Happened with Battlefield. Who knows what's going to happen with next? Guess we'll have to see.